Whenever you paint anything, you need to give yourself a whole day for preparation, because even if you happen to paint the same day, you shouldn't handle whatever you painted until the next day. But before you can paint, you need to sand and clean off whatever you're painting. And for this, I'm using these scuffing pads from Walmart. And these things work miracles. They work perfectly to remove any light rust, and they're super cheap. And when you're preparing metal for paint, you really don't need anything more than this. I would even say this is a little bit extra, but you don't need to have the metal polished or anything like that. I just wanted to show you guys the difference. But once I'm happy with the results, I'm gonna clean my hands, because I'm still not done cleaning the metal. Because next, I'm gonna use this powerful thinner that almost works like acetone. It's used to clean off tools and stuff like that. So I'm gonna pour some onto a blue shop towel and clean off the metal. And I would have preferred to use a microfiber towel for this, but this works too. So now it's time to take it to the paint station, which really is just my backyard, and hang it up at a comfortable height. And once again, I'm gonna wipe it down because I grabbed it with my hand, and our hands have natural oils in them. But for this project, I'm gonna be using white paint and primer, and I'm also gonna be using regular primer. Then I'm gonna finish it off with the gloss clear coat. But before I start, I'm gonna put on a finger condom because I hate scrubbing paint off my finger. And when I went to spray the can, I noticed that the spray tip was clogged and it wasn't spraying. So instead of throwing the can away, I went to the paint drawer to get another can and just swapped out the spray paint tip, and it worked brand new. It's not that hard to do. It was super easy. So I'm first gonna spray paint 3 coats of primer with a minute interval in between each coat, and each can I shook 2 minutes before spraying. Then I'm gonna spray the white paint over the primer, and again 3 coats with minute intervals, slow and steady. And now that I have a nice even spray, I'm gonna finish it off with 3 coats of gloss clear, and this is for added protection, but it also gives it a nice shine. And although it's safe to handle after an hour, I typically don't mess with anything I painted until the next day. So today is the next day, and this thing is shinier than Kevin O'Leary's head. So I'm gonna install it, but I'm gonna put on some gloves because I'm gonna try my hardest to keep this thing clean. But overall, this project was super easy. I think what took the longest was prepping the crash bar for paint, but that's always what takes the longest. And I really like the white crash bar. It makes me want to drive the car without the bumper on. And if I ever decide to change the color, anything goes over white. But before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Sean from Trinidad in the Caribbean. I appreciate you all the way from North America, man. Thanks for watching. And if anybody else wants a shout out, comment in the video your name and where you're from.